Welcome to Middle Ground Media, where news is delivered without an agenda. In today's coverage, Segment 1, Nevada courtroom attack. In a shocking development from Nevada, Deobra Delwan Redden, 30, has been charged with attempted murder following a violent assault in a Clark County courtroom. This alarming incident occurred on January 3 as Redden, awaiting sentencing, suddenly vaulted over the defense table, launching an unprovoked attack on Judge Mary Kay Holthus. The judge, though injured, heroically returned to her courtroom duties the very next day, exemplifying resilience in the face of chaos. This incident has ignited a nationwide discussion on courtroom security and the challenges faced by legal professionals in maintaining order and safety. Redden's actions, captured on courtroom security footage, have sparked debates on legal reforms and measures to protect those serving in the judicial system from such unpredictable and dangerous situations. Segment 2, Afghan women's rights activists' view on Taliban. Turning our focus to Afghanistan, women's rights activist Mahbooba Saraj offers a unique perspective on engaging with the Taliban. Despite the Taliban's return to power and subsequent curtailing of women's rights, Saraj emphasizes the importance of dialogue and international engagement with the extremist group. She stresses that isolating the Taliban on a global stage only exacerbates the suffering of Afghan citizens, particularly women and children. Saraj, who chose to remain in Afghanistan even as U.S. forces withdrew, has been a relentless advocate for women's education and empowerment. Her stance is clear: the world must negotiate with the Taliban to ensure the gradual restoration of rights and freedoms. This controversial viewpoint challenges the common narrative and underscores the complexity of navigating human rights issues amid political and ideological conflicts in a war-torn country. Segment 3, Fascist salute at Italian rally. In a disturbing display in Rome, Italy, hundreds of demonstrators were seen giving a fascist salute during a rally commemorating the 1978 slaying of neo-fascist youths. This public demonstration, occurring without police intervention, has sparked outrage and condemnation across Italy and beyond. The rally, held near the former headquarters of the post-war neo-fascist Italian social movement, has raised serious questions about the resurgence of far-right ideologies in contemporary politics. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who leads the right-wing Brothers of Italy party, faces increasing pressure to address and disband neo-fascist organizations. This event marks a concerning trend in European politics, where extremist and nationalist sentiments are gaining visibility and prompting calls for decisive action from government leaders and international organizations. Segment 4, Taiwan election and U.S.-China relations. As Taiwan gears up for a pivotal presidential election, the implications for U.S.-China relations are significant. The election presents a crucial moment for Taiwan, a democracy claimed by Beijing, as it balances its ties between the U.S., its primary international supporter, and China, its largest trading partner. The candidates offer distinct visions for Taiwan's future. Lai Ching-te advocates for maintaining the status quo with China, emphasizing strong ties with democracies including the U.S., who UE favors closer relations with China, suggesting that dialogue is key to peace and stability, and Ko Wen-je seeks a middle path, appealing to those weary of traditional party politics. The election results will not only shape Taiwan's domestic policy but also influence the delicate balance of power in East Asia, potentially altering the dynamics of one of the world's most sensitive geopolitical hotspots. Segment 5, U.S. moon mission failure. In space exploration news, the much-anticipated U.S. lunar lander Peregrine has encountered a critical setback, dashing hopes for a successful moon landing. The Pittsburgh-based company Astrobotic reported a significant fuel leak, rendering the lander incapable of a soft landing on the moon's surface. This marks a notable disappointment in the race to revitalize lunar exploration. Despite extensive preparations, the lander now faces a premature end to its mission, highlighting the inherent challenges and uncertainties of space missions. The failure of Peregrine to achieve its primary objective serves as a stark reminder of the complexities involved in space travel, and the need for continuous innovation and resilience in the face of setbacks. Segment 6, Taiwan's evolving identity. In Taiwan, a profound transformation is unfolding, reflecting a shift in identity and self-perception among its people. Once dominated by the legacy of Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek, Taiwan is gradually distancing itself from its historical ties to mainland China. This change is evident in the removal of Chiang's statues and the diminishing emphasis on a unified Chinese identity. As the island prepares for its presidential election, the political landscape reflects a populace increasingly embracing a distinct Taiwanese identity. This shift poses a challenge to Beijing's unification plans, as younger generations in Taiwan grow more resistant to the notion of being part of a Greater China. The evolving sense of identity in Taiwan not only affects domestic politics, but also has significant implications for cross-strait relations and the island's place in the broader geopolitical context. Segment 7, Ecuador TV studio attack. In a dramatic and distressing development, masked gunmen stormed a live television broadcast in Guayaquil, Ecuador, causing widespread fear and chaos. The attackers, brandishing firearms, took several hostages and forced employees to the ground, disrupting the broadcast and plunging the studio into turmoil. This incident coincides with the country's declaration of a 60-day state of emergency, following the escape of a notorious gang leader from prison. The situation has escalated concerns over security and the influence of organized crime in Ecuador. The brazen attack on the TV studio underscores the challenges faced by the Ecuadorian government in tackling rising violence and maintaining public safety amidst growing instability and the threat of criminal gangs. Segment 8. 2023's record-breaking heat. 2023 has been officially declared the hottest year on record, a stark reminder of the escalating climate crisis. Driven by human-induced climate change, compounded by the natural El Niño phenomenon, the global average temperature soared to unprecedented levels. This record-breaking heat has had far-reaching effects, exacerbating extreme weather events worldwide, from intense heatwaves to devastating wildfires. The data underscores the urgent need for global action to address climate change, highlighting the necessity of transitioning to sustainable energy sources and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. As countries grapple with the impacts of climate change, the record temperatures of 2023 serve as a wake-up call to the international community to accelerate efforts in combating this existential threat. Segment 9, Epstein documents release. The final release of court documents related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has shed further light on the high-profile case. Among the 1,400 pages are depositions involving Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, revealing Epstein's repeated refusal to answer questions about alleged blackmail and other serious allegations. These documents, part of a lawsuit brought by victim Virginia Giuffre, highlight the extensive network and tactics employed by Epstein and his associates. Maxwell's role as a recruiter in Epstein's circle is further detailed, intensifying public scrutiny of the case. The revelations from these documents contribute to a broader understanding of the extent of Epstein's crimes and the system of abuse and exploitation he perpetuated, emphasizing the need for continued vigilance in addressing sexual trafficking and abuse. Thank you for tuning into Middle Ground Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbiased news. Join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of truth and clarity.